Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to a State of the Wrestling video. This is not going to be a super long, elongated thing because this is holiday week. Kind of sucks for wrestling fans because they get a lot of stuff going on and wrestling continues to roll. There was no stopping, there was no best of. They continued to roll with wrestling. I don't know what happens next week, if they're going to continue to go or if they're going to give them a day off. I don't think so. Kind of weird because usually they do give them a day off, and I'm totally. I honestly think wrestling should get a kind of a break at certain points during the year. Give them a break, do a best of, or honestly, give the people that don't get TV time, give them an opportunity to shine. I mean, that would be a benefit to the people like Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas. Give them a chance. Give them a month off around the holidays or maybe like right after the holidays, give them a chance to, or like, this is what I think should happen. Around the Christmas holiday, let the bigger stars go home. Right before the holiday ends, have the other people kind of get a break. So what that would mean is you give them a month off so that maybe you might have them fly in and do an appearance or so on TV. But for the most part, the live events would kind of cease to exist a little bit, and it would be more of the local talent, whatever. Even if they brought in NXT at around that time and kind of ran with an NXT tour, that would be kind of interesting. I think they really need to get their logistics and start thinking about the concern for the health of the wrestlers, and I think that would be great. But I don't know if they'll ever do it. They'll probably continue to do what they do. 365 a year wrestling really doesn't have a end of a season. It just continues to go and go and go. That's why I think some people like about it because it doesn't have an end of a season. Anyway, let's talk about what happened this week on wrestling. I did a Survivor Series review. I did an NXT review. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about what happened on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. I did not watch SmackDown this week. Something conflicted with my wife's recordings, and something was going on. I don't remember what was going on, but I said, whatever, skip SmackDown. Nothing's probably going to happen, really. So I'll just watch the highlights. Sometimes I can just tell when nothing's going to happen. And I picked the best show, I think, because Raw was a pretty damn good show this week. It was really awesome with Braun Strowman. Wow, what some acting chops he's got. I think that acting job with the throat thing was pretty cool. I think he did a great job acting there. You had to give props to WWE to be able to pick out the top stars. And I think Strowman has blown everybody away with what he can bring to the table. And I think that, when it comes to somebody that has shocked people coming in, because I think when you see a big guy, you don't think of a guy that can have range, that can, basically do anything and get over. And Braun Strowman is one of those guys that I think within a couple of years, people are going to go, wow, this guy is so much bigger, better, not bigger. He is bigger, I guess, technically, sort of. I don't know. He's so much better than the Big Show. He could do so much more things. And here's the thing about the Big Show is that he actually could do more things, and they really didn't let him do it when he was younger, when he first came in. So he kind of got stuck in that role. But I mean, I remember when he used to do drop kicks in WCW. He used to do aerial stuff off the top rope, and he really didn't do much of that stuff in WWE. Every once in a while, you see him do it, but for the most part, he didn't do it very much. He just stayed to his giant stuff, and he was booked in that manner, which kind of hurts him now. And I mean, he's at the end of his career now, probably. But Braun Strowman is, without a doubt, I want to say that there's somebody else that's better than him that was big like that. I can't really think of anybody. I used to say that Dan Vader was my best big man that I've ever seen. And looking at Braun Strowman and seeing what he's done so far since coming into the WWE, I have to say that he's becoming one of my favorite big men of all time. I mean, El Gigante could have been somebody, but I never really grew on El Gigante. I liked him, but I never knew he was going to be like, I knew he was never going to be the big like champion or anything like that because he was just so weird and lanky, and he didn't have no muscle hardly at all, and it just didn't look right. and never was a fan of Great Khali. I mean, the big men that I was a fan was Vader, Sid. Sid's probably up there. I mean, it's probably, honestly, before it was probably Vader, Sid, um, and Big Show. Top three, big men. When I think of big men, I don't think of Undertaker, Kane. They're big men, but they're in a different way. Like, they're in a different way where they don't act like they're big men. Um, but Vader, he always acted like a big man. He knew how to use his weight. He knew how to use that as an advantage. And that's what I kind of liked about Vader. He would do moonsaults. He would do things like that people didn't expect from a big man. And that's what I kind of like about Braun Strowman is that, he's not afraid to show what he can do outside the box. He's not afraid to show what he can do in the ring, and he does different things. He'll wrestle different sized people. He'll, you know, challenge the champion. Get in Kurt Angle's face. And I know some of that stuff he's booked to do, but he does such great acting job that I mean, it blows me away. And I've never seen somebody sell getting something done to the throat, sell it that good. And that's saying something because we've seen the Macho Man. We've seen Macho Man was pretty good. He sold that pretty well, never mind. But even Braun Strowman sold it a little better than that, which that's saying something if you sold it better than the Macho Man. Because Macho Man knew how to decently sell. He wouldn't oversell anything. Macho Man would sell it like a reality, like in reality, what someone would probably do, which is just lay there and probably hold their throat. Because when Crush crushed his his voice box or crushed his trachea, whatever they said back in the day, when he did that storyline, he played it off and like held his throat, and he did a really good job back then. Oh, but yeah, Braun Strowman got beat up by Kane, chair to the throat, near the end of Raw. Jason Jordan, so annoying. I don't know what they're doing with him. People want him to turn heel. I just honestly, they need to put him in a tag team. They need to put him in a tag team. Do something. Don't put him with Apollo Crews either. Jesus Lord, don't be racist. Come on now, people. Jesus. That one time they put him with Apollo Crews, I'm like, no, don't be doing that, Vince. You dummy. God, so wrong. Sometimes Vince, he doesn't think before he acts. I don't think sometimes. Besides that, the talk of the week is women showing up. Ruby Riott, Sarah Logan, Liv Morgan on SmackDown. SmackDown stole the new Divas, by the way. And Raw gets Paige, Sonya Deville, and who's the other chick? Mandy Rose, whoever the hell she is. Something about Tough Enough or something. I have no idea. I'd never seen her before in my life. I think I remember seeing her once, maybe watching NXT, but Raw didn't get nobody. SmackDown got everybody. So you know what's going to happen, because what happened last time was Alexa Bliss was put on SmackDown. She got over big time, and she got the SmackDown Women's Championship, and then Raw ended up stealing her the very next time they drafted. So you know it's going to happen. One of these women, two of these women, are probably going to go to Raw, and Mandy Moore is probably going to get sent to SmackDown. Watch. You watch. I'm predicting it right now. Prediction of the week is that the SmackDown women, they're going to have to send somebody to Raw because they got the crap end of the stick. Raw got the crap end of the stick. And this is the thing about Raw too, is that there's not really much else to talk about in terms of everything going on. Reigns won the Intercontinental Championship. Who cares? Why? There's no need for it. They just need to write stories. Write stories for feuds. You need to take the belt off the Miz. There's no point in that. They're stupid. I'm not a fan of that. It's stupid, and now you know he's going to be feuding with the Miz, and probably the Miz will get the belt back. That's all I'm assuming. He's going to get the belt back. Reigns is going to challenge for the World Championship at WrestleMania. I would be a fan of Reigns holding on to the IC title and having a feud with the Miz going forward, and them scrapping the plans for Brock and him to fight, and then him take on Braun Strowman at WrestleMania, where Strowman wins the world title. I would be so for that. But I don't really want to see Braun win the Royal Rumble. I would like somebody, because I think Braun could legitimately challenge for Brock Lesnar's title at WrestleMania. But maybe have a big tournament or something on Raw or something to determine the number one contender. Braun wins that way. whoever wins the Rumble goes SmackDown. I know it'll be like 2 SmackDown people in a row that won the Rumble, but I think it should happen. Um, but yeah, I don't know. NXT, I didn't watch it this week. Didn't watch 205 this week. It happened last night. I didn't get a opportunity to watch. I'll probably watch it tonight, but I didn't feel like I needed to include it in this episode because it's a post pay-per-view thing, and I heard not much had happened anyways. So we'll see. I'll watch it. Um, I know there's some matches, but basically all the things they air on this week's episode is like what happened pre-takeover. It was like it's the pre-takeover show that happened, and they're airing it afterwards because it just. I mean, Pete Dunne defends his UK Championship against Johnny Gargano, but that's about it. What was I going to talk about? Yeah, I think that was about it. I don't really have anything else much to say. This is going to be State of Wrestling. This is going to be going up on Friday, so it's still a wrestling video. I got 2 wrestling video out. Didn't even plan on it, but I still managed to get my wrestling videos out. I had a Christmas song one going up on Saturday. I don't know how I'm going to do a video on Sunday. I'll probably record like a dark video when I go to work, or yeah, probably Saturday. I'll probably record another video because I don't think I'm going to have my son Saturday. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end the video. I got to be leaving shortly to go get my wife, work, all that jazz. She had to work on Thanksgiving. I know it sucks. Anyways, hope you guys liked it. Leave your comments down below about Raw this week. Like I said, not much else happened really. Kind of a laggy week for WWE. SmackDown's got some crazy stuff going on. About it. They need to book Dana Brooke better. I really like Dana Brooke. I know I watch Steven Larson all the time, and they talk about Steve likes Dana Brooke too, and I do too. I like Dana Brooke. They need to book her better. I think she has so much more potential. I kind of would love Dana Brooke to join this little group they have. I think it'd be interesting if she joined and you kind of like sympathize with them, saying, yeah, I should be getting time too. I don't get an opportunity half the time because all these women just run roughshod over me. And to have them take her in, have Paige kind of train her, and supposedly act like she's training her, but get her ready for a push. I think Dana Brooke could do it. I think Dana Brooke could be a star someday. I think just because she has a little bit more meat on her bones, people don't respect her. I think it's kind of dumb. It's kind of stupid because I think she's super talented. She's super pretty, and I think some guys would think. I think some guys think that she is pretty. I don't think that I think that's a perfect woman to put, in the forefront to kind of show that, hey, a girl like that can become famous, can get popular. And I think that Dana Brooke is one of those girls that they need to, do more with. And I understand she does need to get a little bit more training and be able to go in the ring. So right now she's kind of like the person that eats the pin, but I just don't want her to get released. That's what I'm worried about because they just brought all these women up. And I have a feeling that her and Tamina might be the ones to go, but I don't know. I don't know if Tamina will go just because of her family blood, but I can see Nia Jax or Dana Brooke possibly getting released, and that would be horrible. Don't want to see that happen. I could do with Mickie James leaving. She can leave, go back to Impact, do something. Go to NWA Wrestling. Start NWA Women's Wrestling Championship. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know, like I said, what's your thoughts about this week's All the Divas showing up. What do you think about that? Keep rocking and keep on watching women's wrestling. Later.